Yo, we're back in it.
Here we are.
Are we here?
Yeah.
Are we here in the sense that, like, when people listen to the video, we can be present in that sense?
What?
Like, if someone's listening to our video over the internet, is it proper for us to say, hi, we are here? Because we're not. It's just our voices being flung and attached to a video online, right? Maybe it's better for us to say we were here.
I see.
Help me. Tenses are hard. Another scorching hot day. The room was so humid it felt like I was sitting in a sauna, my clothes stuck to my skin with sweat. I took a Dr. Pepper out of the fridge and chugged it. My third bottle this morning. Really?
That's so many.
That's so many. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big Dr. Pepper aficionado. Our barbecue sauce is Dr. Pepper flavored.
It is.
Yeah, that's our dedication. I could not drink 3 bottles of Dr. Pepper in a single morning. That sounds gross. That's just like too much of the same sugary stuff over and over and over. It's like, it would just not be appealing. And it's also not refreshing. Do you find soda refreshing?
Not at all, no.
Yeah.
Not
Soda is like, I just want a sweet thing. It's not like I feel hot and I need to get cooled down.
Can I have one?
Here you go. I gave a bottle to Kurisu.
This heat makes me want to go back to the swimming pool.
She wiped the sweat off of her brow with a handkerchief.
I'm so jealous. I really wanted to go. Me too.
Hopefully you two can join us next time. Nah? Yeah? I'm getting better at it.
But wearing a swimsuit's so embarrassing. I'm beat. Someone soothe my weary mind.
Look alive, Daru. It's about time for a 523rd round table conference. Keep those eyes open. Daru had hidden himself away in the development room, working on some mysterious project, but he was snoring like a beast by the stroke of midnight. I found it rather unusual for a night owl like him, but I guess the swimming pool tired him out.
Huh? Where are Mayushi and Kiryushi?
Mayuri has a supplementary class today, so she'll be late. We now had 6 people for our roundtable conference. Me, Daru, Kurisu, Lukaku, Ferris, and Suzuha.
You don't need to take that supplementary class, Lukashi?
No, even I got through that stuff the first time. Small shade.
No, I managed to get a passing grade.
Wow, yeah, small shade. Well done, Lukaku.
Thanks, but it was all because I had your help, Kyoma-san.
How come every single timeline, no matter what it is, Luka's like always like,
No, it's always because of you, Kyoma-san.
Before summer break, Lukaku and Mayuri often came to our lab to study for their tests. When math and physics were getting them down, I stepped in to cheer them on.
If all he did was encourage you, I don't think you need to thank him.
You could have let me have that. Also, it's not like Okabe doesn't know, like, any math and physics. Like, that's what he goes to school for. He should at least know some of that.
So what about Moinyan?
She's too busy working on the website to join us today. She just texted me.
The website? What website?
Right, you two weren't there, huh? I gave them the rundown.
Huh? She wanted Mayuri? A real model? That's so cool. But she said no. Total waste, right?
It is what it is. A flashy job like modeling just doesn't suit her.
I disagree.
Oh?
I think she'd be very successful as a model.
I think your face would be successful as a model.
Thanks?
Anyone? Got him? Kurisu? Yeah, got him?
I think so too, Nya. Mayushi's gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too.
The lady contingent, which include... Almost got me. All agreed with Kurisu. The lady contingent. They're a very powerful voting bloc.
The femme cartel, if you will. You and Mayuri have known each other since you were kids, right? Maybe that's why you don't notice.
Notice what?
That the friend you've seen as a little girl this whole time has grown into an attractive woman.
Kurusu laughed and gave me a stare with some meaning behind it. Oh, come on. I can't stand your saccharine imagination.
I'm not being saccharine.
But I wanted to ask you about something for a long time, yeah? What do you think about Mayuri?
What?
You're blushing. This is getting interesting. You right there, Kurusu?
I love Ferris's fun's getting worse, and every time Kurusu just off camera, we go like, ugh. Ferris's eyes sparkled. What do I think of Mayuri? She's just a hostage.
Again with this nonsense?
It's not nonsense. It's a very complicated framework for dealing with some past stuff that we don't really have the, never mind. I don't have to explain myself to you.
I kind of hate to admit it because of certain reasons, but I think
reasons?
you and Mayuri-chan would make a good couple.
What reasons?
Don't worry about them. I am, though. I'm worried about them.
Well, then why did you bring it up?
I don't know.
Lukako, what are you saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by hate to admit it. I was just...
No, that wasn't the part I had the problem with.
Wait, slow down. I'm not quite following you guys. Is there something going on between Okabe Rintaro and Shina Mayuri? So basically, we're trying to figure out if he's triggered the flag for the childhood friend route or not.
Flag? What does this have to do with flags?
They're pretty cool, bro. Do you ever go on the Vexillology subreddit?
No! Why do you know what that word means? Okay, things have gotten weird. I need to get everyone back on topic. That wraps up the chit-chat for the day. Let's move on to our 523rd Roundtable Conference. I started with an air befitting a laboratory leader.
Ah, what a brilliant escape.
You're so obvious, Kyoma.
The gossip simply continued as if I hadn't said a word. As I prepared to call for their attention again, I heard someone coming up the stairs.
Toot-toot-oo, sorry I'm late.
Mayuri came into the room with a smile. Upon her appearance, the dimly lit lab somehow seemed to get a little bit brighter.
Huh? What's wrong? Is there something on Mayushi's face?
It's your face. Your face is on your face.
That's Lovecraftian.
It's preferable to the alternative. Mayuri seemed perplexed when she realized every eye in the room was focused on her. It's nothing. Just take a seat. I pointed to her spot at the table.
Okay, but can I heat up some juicy chicken number 1 first? I haven't eaten today.
What makes the chicken number 1? That wasn't meant to be a stumper, actually.
I'm actually getting hungry myself. Do you want some? I have bananas too.
Must resist urge to experiment. Mayuri took the fried chicken and bananas out of the bag and showed them to us.
Thanks, that would be great. Hey, since it's about lunchtime, why don't we grab something to eat? Yeah, let's do it. Everyone okay with pizza?
Before anyone responds, he starts taking out a menu for a delivery place. Hey, what part of Roundtable Conference don't you people understand?
We're not going to talk about anything serious, so we can do it over lunch, right?
Pardon me?
Are you saying you don't want any pizza, Okarin?
Make it a camembert cheese mix.
What the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck? I'm not allowed to have taste?
I'm just imagining pizza with camembert. What the fuck?
Camembert. I studied English.
Oh, so you're going to eat after all. I'd like a pizza that's not too spicy.
Pizza usually spicy?
Same.
Ferris wants it to be ultra spicy. Yeah.
I second spicy. Mayushi wants a pizza with lots of veggies on top. 1 camembert mix, 1 vegetable, 1 super spicy Italian, and a regular mix. Sound about right? We're getting 4 pizzas? Isn't that a bit much?
Think about the leftovers.
We've got me. Fair. Alright, I'll go order them.
I'm basically a pizza murderer. Daru took his phone and disappeared into the development room.
God, why do they have to mention pizza? It's making me so hungry.
I don't even want pizza right now, but
I know.
It just like the concept of food is like, shit.
Maybe I'll invite Nai, too. She was downstairs a little earlier. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
All right, Nai's in this game. Hey, she may be a child, but she's still an outsider. Who in the world would invite an outsider to a round table conference?
Give it a rest. We're not going to talk about anything. Well, I guess I said that already.
And what would you do if Mr. Braun joins us as well?
Why is there a frog on Kurisu?
So it's not that there's a Garo Froggy on Kurisu, it's that there's a Garo Froggy stacked on a stuffed animal on the stack of boxes behind her.
I've been thinking a lot about frogs lately. You know, anecdotes, facts, you might say, about them.
Really? Hey, Kurisu, what's this game you've been playing over here? I didn't think you were into this kind of thing. Who's a scary man? Ah! Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Braun stomped into our lab and a little shadow followed close behind him. I forget what voice we gave Nai. Do you remember?
No, I don't. Oh, Nai, I was about to invite you up.
Yeah.
We were overheard. We were overheard. You're treating, right? That's kind of you. Well, you take such good care of us. How could we not? Why does the CRT have the nut face?
I know, right?
Every time I see it, this is actually perfect timing. I gotta go get some more stock, so I was gonna ask you to watch Nai for me. Mr. Braun gently pushed Nai's back and guided her towards us.
Is he headed to the stock market to get more stock?
I'm going to the stock market to get more stock. You get it? Get it? Wow, tough crowd. Nai seemed a little nervous at first to be surrounded by lab mems, but when she saw Mayuri, she rushed over to her.
Mayuri.
Nai-chan, you want to eat some pizza with me?
Yeah.
Put at ease, Nai began to smile. Mayuri has that effect on people. Okay, take care of her. Hey, part-timer, watch the store for me while I'm gone.
But today's my day off.
Not that tough. You can eat and watch at the same time.
Roger.
Mr. Braun waved goodbye to Nai and walked down the stairs.
Nai-chan, do you want some juicy chicken number 1 too?
Uh-huh.
Then I'll warm it up once the pizza arrives.
Okay.
Nai clung to Mayuri with a look of joy.
Mayuri, you smell nice.
Huh? Really? I'm not wearing perfume or anything.
Mayuri spoke while sniffing herself.
But you still smell nice.
Nai buried her face into Mayuri's chest.
You're tickling me. At times like these, I can't help but wish I was still a child.
Daru! Any other phrasing of that? Daru returned from the development room with that weird statement.
You do too, right, Okarin?
I have... What? Of course not.
Hey, Mayuri, what's that?
Nai looked at the doll in Mayuri's bag.
Ah, this is Robo Mayushi.
Robo-Mayushi.
Right. It's the future gadget I invented. Tuturu, I'm Mayushi. Ocarine, you need to eat your vegetables.
I already do eat my vegetables, you damn robot fiend.
Wow, that's amazing.
Naya was beaming, as I thought this truly is a toy for children.
It's really coming along, Mayuri. Yeah. Tuturu, Ocarine, be sure to brush your teeth before you go to bed. And don't expose your belly while you're asleep.
All of you know my toothbrushing habits are immaculate, you felt fiend. I used fiend already. Mayuri, what's the deal with these messages?
You were trying to save Okabe from his pathetic self, right?
I think the two of us might need to have a heart-to-heart, Christina.
Anytime.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's an impressive measure of trust you have in me. 'Cause I just was caught off by your genuine friendship there for a moment. Okay, I'm recovered. I'm back.
Are you pathetic, Uncle Ocarine?
No!
Hey, stop it, Ocarine. Don't bully Nai-chan.
I'm gonna grow up and study astrophysics and get really good at fighting games, and then you'll all see. Mayuri.
There.
The small creature buried her face into Mayuri's chest again.
Oh, to be young again.
Taro looked enviously at Nai and repeated his weird statement. The Garo Froggy poster. Let's see. The Yamanote line is usually really crowded on Saturday nights, but it seems everyone is otherwise occupied at Bond festivals tonight. Mayuri and I got into the rear train car and sat down. I had decided to go home for the night. All the other lab members were heading home too, so there wasn't much for me to do anyway. Daru normally stays at the lab overnight, but today he left early, saying he had something important to do.
Komima starts tomorrow. Daru must want to prepare for it.
Komima is a 3-day event held twice a year at Tokyo Big Sight in Ariake, rife with fan comics and cosplayers. It's not my scene, so I've never been, but Daru and Mayuri go to each one. Daru is a particularly big fan. I don't know what he does exactly, but he says he spends his 3 days without sleeping. That seems excessive.
Yeah.
It's not like it's open 24 hours.
Yeah.
You can't... I don't care if it's not open 24 hours. It's about the dedication. Are you going tomorrow, Mayuri?
No, Mayushi's passing on day 1.
Wow, unusual for you.
I couldn't finish sewing my costume, so I'm gonna work on it all day tomorrow.
Aha. That because working on that took up all your time? I pointed at Ropo Mayushi in her bag. She hadn't worked so hard on that, she could have finished her costume.
Maybe so.
No maybe about it.
But I really want to finish Robo Mayushi soon.
You're really determined.
Yeah, I thought that if you had Robo Mayushi with you, you wouldn't be lonely while real Mayushi's gone.
Phrasing? Huh? Wait, you were serious about giving it to me?
Don't you want her?
I could see a sadness in Mayuri's eyes. It's not a look I normally see on her, so I start feeling uncomfortable. Oh no, it's not that. I may be the mad scientist who will plunge the world into chaos, but I'm not a heartless demon. If a member of my lab makes something for me, I will gladly accept it.
Really?
But of course.
That makes me happy. Thank you.
Once she said that, Mayuri began stroking Robo Mayushi's hair. I spent the next few minutes without saying a word. While I was looking out the train window at the illuminated city, something soft fell upon my shoulder. I turned to look and saw Mayuri's head resting there. Mayuri? Are you shoulder gremlining? Oh, okay. No one can see that, honey. No one can even hear that. She'd fallen asleep. Between her costumes and Robo Mayushi, she must not be sleeping much. Perhaps due to our thin summer clothes, I could feel her body heat. In this overly air-conditioned train car, the only place where our bodies met was warm. A gentle fragrance rose from her neck and chest and tickled my nostrils. I think it's her natural scent, just like I pointed out this afternoon. It smells kind of like warm milk. Good. Mayuri's balance was being thrown off by the motion of the train, causing her to groan in her sleep. Slightly readjusting her body, she leaned back on my shoulder and went back to sleep. Whenever she moved, the chest area of her clothes would open up slightly, and when I looked down, I could see brief flashes of what looked like a bra. Oh boy, this isn't good. Mayuri. But she doesn't answer. The only response was her breathing. Mayuri? 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 Shit. Wait a minute, what am I looking at? What am I, an old perv? I tried to shake the dirty thoughts out of my head and proceeded to pat her on the shoulder to wake her up. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, 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 pat.
Eep.
What? Mayuri's cell phone suddenly vibrated in her bag, which caused her to jump in surprise. She looked around, dumbfounded for a moment, oblivious to the fact that she had fallen asleep.
Huh? What?
Oh, you're awake. It's the future.
Oh. Did I fall asleep?
For 20 years.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so I didn't expect you to believe that. So,
The trains still look really similar.
yeah, they haven't updated them in a while.
The posters even.
Yeah,
That's awful.
Don't think too hard about it. 20 years.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
She realized that she was leaning on me and quickly moved away while blushing. She then quickly adjusted her clothes.
Sorry, Ocarine.
Sorry for what? No, it's fine. Don't worry. It's only natural to get sleepy on the train.
You're right.
Mayuri covered her mouth and quietly yawned.
I'm still sleepy.
You can rest a little more if you want. I'll wake you up when we get to Ikebukuro Station.
Okay.
Mayuri finally checked the cell phone that had woken her up. She had a text.
Oh, it's from Moeka-san.
Shining finger, huh?
Yeah, maybe it's about the modeling job.
You should tell them no. No sense chasing the impossible.
About that?
What happened? When I asked, Mayuri hesitated before telling me something astonishing.
I think I want to do it.
Do what? The do?
The photo shoot.
Oh! Huh? I said that far louder than I expected to, drawing the attention of the writers around us. What is that you say?
I kind of want to try modeling.
Oh, did Shining Finger coerce you into saying that? Because I could tell her no for you.
Not at all. I made the decision myself.
But why?
Well, according to Moeka, modeling pays well. We could use that money to pay off the electricity bill, right?
I frowned a bit in response to Mayuri's answer. Does it mean she's doing this for the lab? You don't have to do that.
But I haven't done much for you or the lab, so I want to help this time.
Mayuri's smile left me at a loss for words. I obviously want to make a lot of money for our lab, but I don't think asking her to do something like this is the right way to go. When I told her this, Mayuri nodded.
But Ocarine, Mayushi's never done anything for you.
That's not true. You're an incredibly useful hostage. Don't say things like that. Okay? So you can tell them no. Mayuri mumbled a vague reply. I refuse to actually have a conversation with you about how you feel about this. So we'll continue to misunderstand each other.
Changing my phone. I kinda wanna get a new phone. Slime Man.
I bet you must go through phones like it's nothing. Your typing skills probably do a number on the keypad. Oh, my wit.
Got him.
Yeah, you know what? Moeka is the kind of person to be like, yeah, got him. Komima is running at Tokyo Big Sight for the next 3 days. I'm not certain that the two things are related, but it feels like there are less people in Akihabara today. I hardly had to wait to get my lunch at Sambo. Naturally, Daru's absent from the lab. I'm sure he's standing in a long line somewhere in or around Big Sight. Alright, so what do you think Daru's favorite part of Komima is? Actually, no, we've already established it. He's an Eroge fan. He's finding the indie developed Eroge, not VNs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to determine whether or not he was also a Toho fan.
Probably.
Toho fan that doesn't play Toho?
Huh?
I get to be elitist about that now. I beat a Toho game once.
Wow.
Right? I'm so proud of myself.
Almost twice soon. Did you figure it out, Mayuri-chan? Not at all. Did you, Luca? No.
On the lab table is stacked a pile of summer homework and Mayuri's still unfinished costume. Mayuri and Lukuko look perplexed.
Okarin, do you know how to solve this problem?
Well, if we go back to the history of the oracles at Delphi, I think you'll find that solving math problems is really more of an art than a science. Which one? She points to it for me. It's a mess of equations and symbols that I struggled to remember when I was a high school student. Felt like seeing a boss that you struggled to beat in a video game come back for a second round, just when he forgot his patterns.
Oh, what's that? Math? Physics?
Kurusu walked into the lab to see us all huddled around Mayuri's homework.
I brought my frog.
Do you have any frog facts you'd like to share with the class, Kurusu?
No.
Okay. All right.
Only private frog facts today.
All right. Why? If they're private, why would you tell us about it? I hope you're enjoying your private frog facts.
Oh, believe you me.
I don't see any reason to doubt you on this.
Oh, Chris-chan, tuturu.
Just increasing confusion. Kurusu standoffishly is like, yeah, I've got private frog facts, so what?
I know things about frogs you wouldn't believe. Hello. Today we're working on chemistry. We're learning about the avocado number.
Do you mean Avogadro's number?
No.
I think that explains maybe why you've drawn a picture of an actual mole on your...
Chemistry, huh? That's not really my forte.
Kurusu crossed her arms and took a look.
Oh, but I think I can do this. The atomic weight of iron is 55.85, so when we compare with that of carbon, which is 12.01, and calculate that in moles...
Kurusu solved the problem with ease. I hate to say it, but they're right to call her a genius.
Wow, you're so smart. You solved it already.
So you got it right. I was going to say the same thing.
Something's not right. Oh, this equation is wrong.
So it was. I was going to point that out.
You're distracting me. Be quiet for a sec.
You've got frog on your head. You're not allowed to speak. What?
Let's see. The atomic weight of oxygen is 15.994, so we need to find the weight of both oxygen and magnesium oxide.
So, Mayuri, how's your costume coming along? You have to have it ready by tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but I think it'll be okay. I only have little things like the buttons left.
Who are you going as?
It's a mystery.
Well...
I'm going as Robo Mayushi.
So you're dressing up like Robo Mayushi, or you're replacing your very being with Robo Mayushi?
That's for me to know, and you to find out.
Okay. All right, then. Saying that, Mayuri stood up, holding the costume in her arms. Lukuko looks at her as well. Mayuri spread the costume and showed it to us.
What do you think? I know, right? I always end up accidentally erasing the characters printed on the keys, Slime Man.
But you could totally type without anything being on the keys, right? There was a white costume that looked like a military uniform for a male character. A white costume, military uniform for a male character, circa early 2010s. I got nothing.
Yeah, no idea.
No, I got no idea. According to her, it belongs to a character in a popular video game for girls called Tsukihana no Yaiba.
Tsukihana no Yaiba.
If that's a reference, I don't get it. I just don't know. I haven't played it myself, but I could tell Mayuri's handmade costume was the work of a pro. Impressive as always, Mayuri.
That's really beautiful. I hope Kaede-chan will like it.
Kaede-chan is one of Mayuri's cosplay friends. I've heard lots of stories about her, but we've never met. I'm sure her cosplay friends won't become more important in a subsequent game in this series. Huh? What is it, Christina? Is there something wrong with the costume?
No, it's not that. But aren't you two supposed to be working on your homework?
Cosplay comes first, dear assistant.
Sorry, Chris-chan. I'm sorry too.
Luca, you didn't even do anything wrong.
And yet, I'm still sorry.
Actually, no, that totally makes sense for you. Never mind. Mayuri and Lukako hurried back to their homework, where they spent the next 2 hours asking Kurisu questions about their homework. With her help, they managed to work their way through the brunt of it.
Okay, what do you think of this? It doesn't look nice. I can, but it looks bad. Distressed face. Slime Man.
I was gonna say, you can't tell me Moeka types as fast as she does and actually looks at the keys.
Wow, thank you, Chris-chan. We wouldn't have been able to finish today's assignment without you. No worries, I actually learned a lot myself. Chemistry's pretty interesting. Is it? You're really incredible, Makise-san. I'm really not. I'm just following my interests. It's like the old saying says, what one likes, one will do well. For example, your Saito Hajime costume is coming along well because you're having fun making it.
Saito Hajime. Not familiar.
So
And
Kurisu's totally played Tsukihana no Yaiba.
yeah, exactly. We already know Kurisu's a secret nerd.
Yeah, you're right. Mayuri-chan's been looking so happy lately. Yeah, I've been really happy. What's with that look, Okabe?
Christina, what did you just say?
Huh?
You said Saito Hajime, right?
I did, so what? Oh.
Kurisu clamped her hands over her mouth, but it was too late, for I'd already heard it all. How did you know that costume belonged to Saito Hajime of Shinsegumi?
Well, because Mayuri told us, right?
Wrong. She didn't say the character's name. In fact, I didn't know it until you said it aloud. I had noticed Kurisu looking intensely at the costume from time to time, and that got me thinking. Christina, you are into that kind of stuff too, are you not?
What kind of stuff? I'm just, a late Edo period history buff.
Aha, so that's it, is it?
How are you so annoying?
Pretty easily, thank you.
Chris-chan, do you like the Lost Blade? I just saw it trending on the internet, so I looked into it a little. I'm not a fan or anything.
And you say I protest too much.
I was playing the video game to make the costume, and then I got totally hooked. Takasugi Shinsaku is so cool. Takasugi? His character design is a bit much for me. I feel like he should look more carefree, Then what about Katsura Kogoro? Pass. I prefer the Shinsengumi to the Choshu domain.
This goes beyond looked into a little. This is pure fan conversation.
Hey, Christian, why don't you go to Komima with me? What?
It's where all the nerds go, nerd.
There will be a lot of Lost Blade cosplayers there. Tons of books, too.
And probably at least one cosplayer of Sarah from Bloodtoon.
But...
Nerd. Nerd. Why are you hesitating? Just go. And buy as many books as your nerdy heart can handle, Christina.
Hey.
Huh? What? Ow! Kursu drew her sword and prepared to slash me. Or so I thought. But she was attacking me with the floor sweeper from the corner of the room. What happened to your frog? I took an empty plastic bottle from under the table and used it to defend myself. We stared at each other over our weapons.
You just had to stick your nose where it didn't belong, didn't you?
Oh, did I? I hadn't noticed.
A funny man, eh? Well, that's the last joke you'll ever tell.
Ow! Kursu and I try to hit each other with our household items. There's the sound of plastic on plastic as they collide.
Ah, that looks fun. Mayushi wants to play the Lost Blade too. Mayuri-chan, I don't think that's playing.
This is a life or death scenario, thank you.
But they look like they're having so much
I
fun.
refuse to admit that.
You think so? Take that, and this.
Ow! Don't hit me so hard, Christina.
I told you not to call me that.
What if you say, Celeb Sev? That's our battle raged on. Lukaku gave up trying to stop us and started reading a fashion magazine. Mayuri returned to making the costume, and the atmosphere in the lab settled into its usual lazy afternoon self. Here, okay, I've got a better idea. Why don't we settle it in Smash? No? So I've still got Melee set up. No? Okay, well, I tried. Then I don't know how much later, around the time the sunlight started to take on an orange tint.
I've got some work to do at home, so I'm heading back.
Got a backlog of spirits to exercise?
Yep.
Oh.
You know how it is.
Some
of them even have soul shift, so it's like really tough to clear the battlefield.
Well, they just keep getting smaller every time you do, right?
Yeah, but you have to like keep doing it.
Oh, champions of Kamigawa block Magic the Gathering references. We are nothing if not timely on this channel.
See you, Luka-kun.
Lukaku started to put away her homework and magazines into her tote bag. Then as she approached the door, she turned to us.
Oh, right. I almost forgot.
You forgore?
I forgore. Actually, I have some flyers here.
Lukaku takes some paper out of her bag.
What are they for? The festival.
Festival? Festivus. Lukaku passed the flyers out and we got a good look at them. They say that there's a festival at and around the Yanabayashi Shrine on August 20th and 21st.
Wow, that's so cool. You have a festival at your shrine, Luka-kun?
Have you done this before?
No, it's actually our first time holding a festival at our shrine. Our shrine is so small, we haven't really done anything special until now.
Will you do bespoke exorcisms?
Maybe.
Lukaku's dad came up with the idea, hoping that it'll help revitalize the economy of the local businesses.
I hope you'll all be able to make it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We don't have festivals like these in the States.
I'll let the other lab bams know. You're coming too, right, Mayuri?
Well, you know.
Is there a problem?
I don't think I can.
Really? On either day?
Sorry. I need to go to my grandma's memorial service on the 20th.
Oh, yes, all right. I was lost for words for a second. I feared that I might have pushed a little too far. Mayuri's grandma. She loved Mayuri from the bottom of her heart from the moment she was born, and Mayuri loved her right back. When she passed away 6 years ago, Mayuri emotionally
6
shut
years
down.
ago.
Okay, stop. Stop. I know what you're thinking. Settle down. I'll never forget it as long as I live. Little Mayuri standing alone in the pouring rain in front of her grandma's gravestone. She was looking up into the heavens as if she were talking to her grandma's soul. Mayuri didn't answer me at all when I tried to talk to her. She wouldn't even look at me, no matter how many times I called out to her. She was just gazing up at the sky. I was worried in that moment that Mayuri might also get called up to heaven. That foolish anxiety kept me rooted in place. Suddenly a ray of light called an angel's ladder broke through the clouds, and the wind swirled. Mayuri reached out to the sky, and it looked like her tiny body floated into the air. She's going to disappear into the sky. I held on to her with all I had, refusing to let her go. And... I don't blame you if you don't feel like going to a festival.
What? Oh no, I'm fine thanks to you, Ocarine.
Mayuri smiled and said, "Thank you, Ocarine. I'm really fine now, one more time."
But it's not just the memorial service. I have something to do at home. Sorry, Luca-kun. It's fine, don't worry.
Are you going to be showing off your swordplay, Lukako?
Dueling all comers.
Then I'll win you something big at the festival, Mayuri. There has to be a shooting game or something, right?
Yes, I think so.
Wait, you also shoot too?
I got a gun that shoots swords.
That seems inefficient. About to show you my genius sniper skills.
Again with the boasting, maybe you should try yo-yo fishing or another game where everyone's a winner.
I think I'm boasting, do you? Then why not try me? Our competition at the swimming pool didn't settle anything, you know.
Fine, bring it on.
I hadn't seen Kurisu this happy since we were planning for the swimming pool. She must be excited for the festival.
I kind of want to wear a yukata. You'd look great in one, Chris-chan.
I don't know if we have that in the animation budget to get new outfits for everyone. This is the spin-off rom-com game, so part of the appeal is all the different outfits, but I think maybe we've outlasted our budget for this.
Okay,
We've only got like 2 or 3 more CGs at most.
But consider, festival CG where Kurisu completely obliterates at the shooting game. She is just secretly operator as fuck.
Kurisu, without irony. I have over 300 confirmed kills.
You ever heard of a time machine? No? Well, think about that for a moment.
I don't wait.
You think so? Thanks.
As they talked, I walked over to the fridge with the flyer in hand. I'm gonna put the flyer up here. Now that it's secured with the magnet, all the lab mems who enter should be able to see it.
Oh, Mayushi wants to draw on it.
Mayuri took out a marker pen and drew a crudely drawn character in white, just about 3 heads tall. Come on, put on your yukata. Let's meet up at Lukako Shrine. Wait, is this supposed to be me?
See the resemblance? Incredible. It looks just like him.
My forehead is not that big.
You're a great artist, Mayuri-chan.
I have to admit, they have a point. It does kind of look like me. What am I saying? Not at all. I'd never say something like, come on, put on your yukata and let's meet up at Lukako Shrine.
Hey, Mayuri-chan. Could you draw him again on one of these brochures? I want to put it up at our shrine where everyone can see it. Sure.
You'll have to pay me royalties for the use of my image. No! I quickly stopped Lukako from taking out another flyer. Stardust Duplet.
I'm so tired, but it's a good kind of tired.
Daru showed up late at night on the very last day of Komima with both hands filled with bags. Then lay down on the sofa like a seal.
Me too, Daru-kun. My legs are numb. Oh, sorry, Mayushi. Take a seat. I'm fine.
Mayuri, who had also just returned from Komima, sat down on the floor and tapped her legs. She'd finished her costume on day 1 of Komima, so she spent the entirety of days 2 and 3 at Tokyo Big Sight.
Komima, huh? I wanted to go take a look, but I had to work those days.
Suza, who had entered the lab after she'd finished her shift downstairs, seemed curious.
Bad call. You can't just go in there wanting to take a look. Komima will destroy you. Really? Really, it's a battlefield where otaku blood is spilled in the fight for the books and items people want. Wow! Veterans like me are looked to as leaders. We need to come up with strategies to be able to keep my troops supplied with the necessary items. Huh. I didn't know how truly great you were, Hashida Itaru. You think?
Daro proudly made his dubious statement, but Suzaha seemed to have believed him and looked amazed. Just then a drowsing-looking Kurisu emerged from behind the curtain of the development room.
Ah. Oh, it's Chris-chan. Tuturu. You were here, Makiseishi? Yeah, I was taking a nap. I stayed up all night doing experiments.
When Kurisu arrived at the lab yesterday evening, she was exhausted. It almost looks like she slept the whole time.
I'm still sleepy. Maybe I'll have some coffee.
She took a couple steps toward the coffee maker and suddenly stopped.
Ow.
Are you alright, Kurisu?
No.
Okay. Do you need more coffee, Kurisu?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Ferris Cup. We're having another Ferris Cup at May Queen. Want to come, Nyan?
A Ferris Cup, isn't that a Rynet tournament? Oh, in Kiyoma is not so foolish as to compete in a competition he knows he cannot win. Plus, I don't know how to play Rynet. Wow, we're just admitting it on this one. No more brilliant concession victories. Kurisu put her hands on her thigh and groaned. What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry.
I am very worried now. It's clearly not nothing. It looks like your legs are aching.
I said it's nothing.
Your face is nothing. So she did, but after a few steps, she stopped and groaned again.
Makiseishi, looks like we're in the same boat. Every time I walk, my thighs hurt like...
Daru realized something while saying that and looked right at Kurisu. I did too.
What?
Christina, did you?
I didn't go anywhere, especially not Big Sight.
You realize it's okay, right? Like, we're all nerds here. It's legitimately, it's fine. It's weirder that you think it's not fine. She's so obvious. Daru and I nearly end up calling her out on it. This girl could never be a villain.
Chris-chan, is that true? I really didn't. Then maybe it was someone else. Huh? When I was talking to some people from the Lost Blade fan group, I saw someone who looked like you carrying a lot of books.
Oh ho ho!
I was about to say hi, but she ran away really fast.
Oh ho ho!
That must have been someone else. I don't have any books right now, do I? It's pretty standard to use a delivery service if you have too many to carry.
I knew it! Christina! No, Christine,
Don't look at me like that.
I didn't say anything! It was all in my head that time. Kurisu turned and headed for the lab exit, but she stopped after a few steps, grabbed her legs, and miserably muttered.
Ouch.
You're right there? You're right. Do you need a cab? We can call you a cab as long as you admit that you were there. After that, she came clean and started to talk about the Lost Blade on the couch with Mayuri. Suzaha joined them and oohed and awed at Kurisu's expansive knowledge. I didn't understand most of what they were saying, but it seemed like the three were having fun.
So, Mayuri, Amane-san, why don't Wow, I suddenly sound like Mayushi.
You alright there, Kurisu? Maybe you're more tired than you seem.
So, Mayuri, Amane-san, why don't we have a sleepover at my place? Huh? I've got some stuff I want to show you, and besides, it would be fun to keep talking about this.
Kurisu has probably been holding in her Lost Blade fandom this entire time. Nobody could talk that much without storing it up.
You want to show us something? I actually have some Lost Blade figures.
Seriously? Were you at Komima yesterday too?
None of your business, and don't eavesdrop on girls' conversations.
You're loud enough that I can hear you from over here.
Then go put some headphones on.
Come on. Wait, I have an idea for a new future gadget. How about headphones that eliminate the voice of a particular person based on regular noise-canceling headphones? That way I won't get bothered when Christina's grumbling at me. No matter how hard she tried to criticize me, it would all be in vain. Ha 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 ha. This is good. You're not ready for this, Celeb Sev. At least until she learns ASL just to keep cussing out Okabe.
Then Ferris will teach you how to play, nya?
I'm currently preoccupied trying to bring chaos into the world. Full-time job, you understand. Do you really think I have time for fun and games? When my job is done, maybe I'll take you up on the offer, but for now... Anyway, if you know how to bring chaos into the world and have any tips and tricks on that, let me know. They're like a listicle. Top 10 ways to bring chaos into the world.
Stop grinning like that. You're creeping me out.
Say what you will. Once future gadget number 12, Silence of Gold, is complete, I won't hear a word of it.
You're being weird.
I'm always weird.
So, how about it, Mayuri? Do you want to come to my place tonight? Let's see.
I don't know why, but Mayuri looked at me. She doesn't have any reason to hold back for my sake, so why? Unsure what to make of this weird feeling, I nod toward Mayuri. Go with her, Mayuri. How else will poor Christina get that otaku talk out of her system?
Stop calling me that.
Nope.
Okay then, I'll ask my mom.
Mayuri took out her phone and called her mom.
How about you, Amane-san? I've got work tomorrow, but other than that, I'm free.
Do you need to call your mom as well, Suzuha? Suzuha, do you need to call your... How about your dad? Are those things that you need to do? Why are we laughing? I feel uncomfortable.
Great, then it's settled.
Refusing to answer any direct question and just continue like, Kurisu smiled.
Ocarine, I'm going with them, so you can take care of things here. You're not invited. But I can talk so passionately about the Lost Blade. Passionately, huh? So you're gonna lust over Nakazawa Koto then? How dare you? I would never lust over Koto-tan. She sets a fire in my soul. It's giving us the wrong tips.
I just noticed that too. It's been doing that for a while, and I don't know if it's just... I don't have any explanation for it.
Liar. I saw you order a bath time Koto-tan Nendodoru Petite. Oh, that's not my fault. It's all because of the dirty thoughts in my head.
Interesting philosophy on personhood. So you are separate from the dirty thoughts that consume your mind.
Indeed.
Interesting. Thoughts? Kurisu, what do you make of this notion of personhood?
Would you like me to get rid of them with a scalpel?
Fair, fair.
You're scaring me, Maki-seishi. Anyway, no pervs allowed. Even if I don't sniff any used towels or anything? There's no way you're coming.
Kurisu refused Daru and stood up from the couch. Mayuri got approval from her mom, and she stood up with Suzuha.
Hey, Ocarine, can I leave my stuff here? I'll drop by tomorrow morning before I head home.
Mayuri pointed at a cart and a large bag. I believe she has her costume and books in them. Sure, no problem.
Thanks, they're so heavy I can't carry them anymore. Okay, Ocarine, see you tomorrow.
Unless I invent my invisibility jacket before then, right? Huh? Because then you won't see me, because I'm going to be up all night working on dumb shit is what I'm getting at. Take care. Mayuri, Kurisu, and Suzuha left the lab talking to each other and having fun.
All right, guess I'll go home and get some sleep.
Daru stood up, yawning. What? You're heading home?
I haven't slept for the past 3 days. It's about time.
Why? What is happening during the evenings that you can't sleep for?
I know, right? I'd love to know.
They haven't let me sleep. You misunderstand. Oh, but he was so full of energy when he was offering to head over to Kurisu's.
Later.
Daru's big body disappeared out of the door. I heard him groaning in pain with each step down the stairs. Silence in the lab. It suddenly feels so empty. It's making me uncomfortable. Dang it, Mayuri, now I can't leave because you left your bags here. I said to myself while taking a Dr. P out of the fridge and walking toward Mayuri's luggage. That's when I noticed something sticking out of her tote bag, the back of Robo Mayushi's head. I walk up to it and press the button on its back through the fabric.
You have to do your homework too, Ocarine.
Oh my god, it sent us a text as well? Oh no, it's from Ferris.
Roger that, nya. In that case, the Ferris looks forward to the day when we do battle, nyan.
I thought she had set it up so it has both something play and then also a text sent. Why me personally? You really are helpful, Robo Mayushi. I've been so focused on the phone wave, named subject to change, and D-mail that I'd completely forgotten that I had a report due for one of my classes. Might as well get started. I sat in front of my desk and turned on the PC. It was already late afternoon when I awoke the next day. I looked from the window to see the back alley colored orange by the sunshine that snuck between the buildings. The temperature was high as it was going to get that day, and tonight was looking to be a tropical night. Each day it seemed the news announced that another temperature record was going to be broken. Is this also the organization at work? They finally figured out a way to control the weather. Hearing sounds coming from the development room, I assumed that Daru was inside. If he was, he hardly reacted to my cool line. Damn it, what a waste of energy. I kept on grumbling as I opened the fridge and grabbed a Dr. P, which I then proceeded to chug. Oh, Okabe just must buy in bulk, huh? Just got the fridge stocked with like a case.
It's the only thing the fridge is for.
What? No. See, there's the fridge here, and then there's the fridge on the other side of the lab in the kitchenette. That's the Dr. P fridge in the background here. I was up all last night finishing my... Actually, there are 2 fridges in the lab, aren't there? That's weird. It took me longer than I thought it would, so I didn't get to bed until just before noon. According to my hazy memory, it was right around the time I began falling asleep that Mayuri came to pick up her things.
Hey, Ocarine, if you're going to sleep, you should really put on a blanket. You're gonna get a stomachache from the cold.
Is that how that works? I think I responded with, it's too hot today to get cold, or something. But when I woke up, I found that a blanket had been placed over my stomach. Mayuri must have put it there. Hey, Daru? Daru! Huh? I stepped into the development room thinking that Daru was in there, but such was not the case.
Good morning, Kyoma-san.
Hi.
I think we're well past good morning at this hour.
I was doing schoolwork. You do not get to drag me for doing schoolwork.
Sure.
Literally. I can show you the report I was working on. Lukako and Christina, huh? What are you doing? Wait, don't tell me that you two are in some sort of secret relationship.
No way. Control your imagination. That's right. I wouldn't want you to misunderstand my intentions like that. I don't mean that in any weird way.
Oh, Lukako, you are as precious as you are obvious. Please don't blush at this moment in time.
Urushibara-san told me she was having trouble with her homework, so I came to lecture her.
To lecture her about the topic of her homework?
Just in general.
Okay.
Yes, we didn't want to wake you, Kyoma-san, so we came in here.
I see, so it was an act of kindness towards me. Lukiko really is thoughtful.
What about me? I
Lucaphone.
made sure to keep my voice down just so I wouldn't interrupt your sleep.
I suddenly pull up my phone so I can replace Kurisu in my field of vision with the second Luca. I can't keep reading text like that. Christina, it is a bad habit to read someone's mind and get angry about what they're thinking. Huh?
Tuturu. Okarin, are you awake?
It was from Mayuri. Of course I'm awake. What time do you think it is? Anyway, I'd keep the secret until recently, but... Oh.
Stuff to do. Mayushi has some stuff to take care of today. I might not make it to the lab.
None of us are required to report when entering the lab, but Mayuri always does, and it's a very Mayuri thing to do. Another supplementary class at school. I know this is your own fault, but it must be rough having to stay so late. Be careful on the way home, okay? Sorry, you two. I'm having a very important conversation with my phone.
Thanks. Yeah, I will. You too, Okarin. Don't sleep with your stomach out.
My stomach is perfectly normal. Christina, my stomach is normal, right?
No,
Luca? Is my stomach normal?
it's unclear.
How come I've had a weird stomach this entire time and no one has told me? Now that I think of it, where's Daru?
He was here a while ago, but he left saying something about how he had to split up the books he purchased among his friends.
Uh-huh.
Anyhow, how about Mayuri? Is she not coming today?
Oh, about that. I showed her the message that Mayuri sent me. Looks like another supplementary class.
Huh? That can't be right.
Huh?
Our supplementary classes are in the morning.
I see. Then it must be something else. Whatever. I tilted my head quizzically. I just assumed that she had class, but her response was kind of vague when I asked. Maybe she's working at May Queen plus Neon Squared? Just as I thought that, I heard an energetic voice from the direction of the door.
Good evening, Kyoma. I'm here to teach you card games, and you can't say no.
Hi, Ferris. Is it... listen, I'll try playing that... What was that called? Commander? I'll try that. That seemed fun. Wait, was that... did the term Commander exist in, like, 2010? It didn't. It was still EDH back then, right?
I don't know.
Ferris held a massive bag in her hand. Huh? What is that?
I brought cake to share, nya.
Cake?
You have a cake? Kurisu, I'm sorry I didn't get that in time with you. Kurisu and Lukiko began closing in upon hearing the word cake. Just as I'd expect from two modern women.
This cake is a brand new cake that my queen is planning to sell next month. So I figured I'd get every nyan's opinions on it. You right there, Christina?
No.
I'm calling you Christina too now, nyan.
It's fine if it's not Okabe.
Okay. It sounds like you're not ready for cake, though.
I'm very ready for cake.
It sounded like you were in pain. Something bothering you, nyan?
Nothing.
Oh.
It's spreading.
The absolutely pained voice was saying nothing.
We can do that. Oh, I'll go make some tea.
Lukiko happily filled the kettle with water and moved toward the stove. Ferris placed the cake on the table and proceeded to take a look inside the development room.
Huh? Are you the only lab mems here today, nya? I brought a lot of cake.
Part-time warrior and shining figure must still be at work. Daru left a few minutes ago, but he should be back later on. I had just assumed that Mayuri was with you, Ferris.
No, Mayushi wasn't at work today, nyan. She was scheduled too. That's however, she still punched in even though she wasn't there. That's time theft.
Wait, no, I don't want to make Ferris like this. Interesting. What is this? So she wasn't working at May Queen plus Nyan squared. Then is she taking care of something at home?
I'm going to stop by the Brawn Tube workshop downstairs. I want Suzu Nyan's opinion, too. That would get less of a reaction out of you. That was just more of like a
I'm building
scoff.
up an immunity.
To puns?
In that case, tell her to come up after she's done with her work.
Will do, nya.
Ferris skittered down the stairs. Yeah, Ferris would skitter, wouldn't she? Oh, and watch out for Mr. Braun. After shouting that out the window at Ferris, I took out my cell phone. I was going to invite Moeka over. Cake, lab, now. Still at work. Ferris got us a cake. Swing by when you have time. I sent her my text, then sat down on the sofa. I stared at the cake box in front of me. For some reason, I envisioned Mayuri's face. If she were here now, there's no doubt she would have opened the box in excitement.
Let's leave some for Mayuri-chan. Good idea.
It almost seems as though Lukako and Kurisu knew what I was thinking. Let's hide part of it before Daru comes. Once he gets here, he might try to eat the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Sorry. A cake? Wow. Unfortunately, I'm in the middle of work at the theme park from before. You know, for the website that I mentioned. I probably won't be able to swing by tonight. I've still got way too much to do. Slime Man.
I see. I guess editing's hard work. That's too bad. Editing must be hard work, huh? No sooner had I sent her a response than she had replied once again.
It really is. Are you impressed, Slime Man?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll save a piece for you. You can have it tomorrow or something. God damn it.
Strawberry. If there's any strawberry cake, you know what to do, Slime Man.
Sounds like someone's in a strawberry crisis. Got him? Got it, got it. Strawberry it is. God!
Wait, is Strawberry Crisis the name of the thing?
It's a Toho song.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Bubblegum Crisis.
Oh, no, no,
and
no,
was
no.
really puzzled, but also Strawberry Panic, and was like, I'm pretty sure there's not a Strawberry Crisis. I think those are two different things.
Yeah, it's actually like one of the older Toho. I don't remember what game it's from.
Something important. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you something important. I'll make sure that Sheena-san gets home safe and sound, so don't worry, Slime Man.
Huh? Huh? I reread Moeka's message. I'll make sure that Sheena-san gets home safe and sound? What is going on?
Is something wrong?
The balance of the universe has shifted slightly. Lukako and Kurisu seemed concerned over my contorted expression. No, it's just something Shining Finger said.
What was it?
I quickly responded. Wait, you're with Mayuri? Why?
Huh? What do you mean? Did she not tell you? Slime Man.
I've heard nothing. I've heard nothing.
She took the modeling gig, Slime Man.
Oh, good for her. After I sent her that, I received a surprising message from Moeka. Mayuri, a model? I found myself standing up from the sofa, but I told her the other day to say no. I could see in Lukako and Kursu's eyes that they wanted an explanation, so I gave them the rundown. Kurisu insisted that it wasn't a shady photo shoot and that it would be okay since Moeka was with her, but that's not the point. How do I put it? Even if it were for the sake of the lab, I don't want her to take on any job that she isn't comfortable with. I stuffed my cell phone and my wallet into my pockets and bolted out of the lab. I ran by Suzuha and Ferris in the alleyway by the lab as they were about to go up the stairs.
And they sell it in this kind of powder, Nyan, and it makes the whole evening better.
What?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny if two of them were talking about something that seemed really shady, but it's not.
Kilma, do you want some sugar in a bag as well?
The two had no idea what was going on, and they just stared in surprise as I quickly ran toward the station. We never see any scenes of those two hanging out, do we?
Now we have.
There we go.
Briefly, as Ferris was selling Suzuha Coke in an alleyway.
It's sugar in a bag, Kilma. It's better if it's in a bag.
By the time I had arrived at the amusement park, the Earth's scorching sun had fallen below the horizon, and the dark night had begun to envelop the sky. I'm at the entrance. I stood by the entrance gate and messaged Moika that I had arrived.
I'll come to you. Wait there. I'm coming to pick you up.
Soon a familiar face came to meet me. What's up, ska band reject? Sorry to show up out of the blue. Also, I'm sorry for saying you looked like you were in a ska band.
It's fine. You're worried about Sheena-san. I get that.
No, I wasn't worried because she had you here. It's not that, but I wanted to know why Mayuri had accepted the job. She didn't seem to want to do it at first.
We're just about to start the photo shoot. Come this way.
Moika let me in and we walked by the park's various attractions. Hey, new background!
Wow.
The park closed at 6 p.m. today, so there's no one here. All the lights and machines are turned off and everything's shrouded in shadow.
In shadow?
In shadow. That wasn't what I was going for, actually. Wow! I'm falling off my game. I was going to point out how the background was clearly lit up, but things feel especially lonely knowing how lively this place is during the day. However, after a couple of minutes of walking, we came to an area where the attractions were illuminated. The merry-go-round and spinning teacups were running and playing cheery music despite the lack of riders. But my eyes were drawn to the colorful Christmassy lighting, which stuck out like a sore thumb in the summer night. There were 7 or 8 people working busily around those lights. I could see a huge tripod and camera, so it must be the photoshoot crew. Where's Mayuri?
She's getting into costume.
Costume? What, like a reindeer? Suddenly, the image of Mayuri in a reindeer costume singing Jingle Bells entered my head. Yeah, I can see it. Now it makes sense. Mayuri would be a perfect model for something like that. But Moika shot that idea down.
If I had to choose someone for that kind of job, it would be you, Okabe.
I can never get anyone to take me seriously, can I? Is it the way I carry myself? Oh, I see. Hey! The great Hoen Kiyoma will never stoop to the level of a reindeer. You don't seem convinced. Why does she look so focused all of a sudden?
You can be a reindeer, and Hashida-kun can be Santa. What do you say?
No! Absolutely not. Our conversation, such as it was, continued as Moika took me into the photoshoot crew. She introduces me to the director as Mayuri's guardian. So does that mean you're Sheena-san's boyfriend? Not at all. First sentence out of her mouth was so absurd I had to... Oh, whoops. Right, yeah, we met the director already. I had to
I like that voice, though.
Director laughed. You don't have to hide it, and returned to the crew.
That's the new voice.
That's the new voice. That's what I sound like. You don't have to make it weird or anything. How pedestrian a foolish emotion like romance ill suits a mad scientist like me. It's only common sense. Oh, could you imagine if I was in like a rom-com spinoff or something? God.
Oh, here's Sheena-san now.
I followed Moika's gaze and saw Mayuri walking towards us with a female staff member. I could hardly believe my eyes. When I was in this park about a week ago, Mayuri's appearance stunned me, but that was when she showed up in the bikini Ferris chose. That pales into comparison to how stunned I am this time. Oh, that's a really nice outfit, actually. That's just... yeah.
They made her a Disney princess.
They made her a Disney princess. Aww. Mayuri's makeup was beautifully professionally done. Her hair is set perfectly and a beautiful floral ornament has replaced her usual hat. She's clad in a formal dress, but it's nothing too flashy. She's done up in a way that highlights her innocence and prettiness. I don't know what kind of fabric they use, but her dress is glittering, reflecting the colored lights of the merry-go-round. As she walks, the frills around her shoulders and chest and on her skirt flutter. I hear someone from the crew utter, "Wow."
Wow. Just like I thought. It's like she came out of a fairy tale.
Yeah. I nodded, still looking at Mayuri. I don't know why, but I can't take my eyes off of her.
Huh? Huh?
The girl from the fairy tale saw me and let out a sound of surprise. At that moment, I was snapped out of the fantasy and returned to the real world.
What? You're here, Ocarine?
Hi. Hi. What's up?
What are you doing here?
Vibing? Am I not allowed to vibe? Is vibing illegal now in this dystopia you've crafted? Mayuri looked surprised and walked up to me, the lace of her dress making a soothing shuffling sound as she did so. She looked even prettier up close. I tried to sound more collected than I felt. A shining finger told me you were here. I actually emailed you a little earlier. I sent her that email when I was on the train over here. I wrote, "You don't have to force yourself to model. I'm headed there right now, so just stay put." But I didn't receive any response.
Oh, sorry. I had turned off my phone since I'm working.
Oh, so you didn't see my message? Ah, that's why I didn't get a reply. Sheena-san, are you ready? I forgot what voice we gave them already. Director called Mayuri. The photo shoot was about to begin.
This is embarrassing. Mayushi's getting self-conscious with Ocarine watching.
Mayuri can't seem to stand still. Hey, you know what, Mayuri? Let me tell you something before you start blushing.
What is it?
I moved closer so only she could hear me. Are you forcing yourself to do this? I told you, remember, even though our lab has fallen on hard times, you don't have to do this.
Oh, no, that's not the problem.
Mayuri put her hands on her face and smiled shyly. Then she slightly furrowed her brow. Are you all right?
Yeah. You know, at first I thought I could never be a model. Well, even now I'm still embarrassed. But when they make me pretty like this, I'm, well, kind of happy. I'm kind of surprised about that myself.
I was probably more surprised than she was. I'd always thought Mayuri was a girl who floated through life, made silly mistakes, liked making costumes, ignored the latest trends, and would pick a good meal over anything romantic any day of the week. To me, she was always the girl I knew in elementary school. I never imagined that she would feel the way a girl her age might actually feel. Embarrassed by my sudden realization, I tried to look away from my childhood friend. Well, if you're enjoying it, that's fine. Sorry to bring it up all of a sudden.
Don't be. Thank you for thinking about me, Ocarine.
Isn't that dress a little hot? Unable to control my eyes, I quickly tried to change topics.
Not really. The fabric is nice and thin.
I see. Well, they're waiting for you, so good luck.
Thanks.
Mayuri turned away from me and hurried toward the crew. Thanks, Ocarine.
Ocarine.
Nailed it. I heard the voice of a feminine cameraman shouting, "Right, let's get started!" resonating through the park. It was my first time seeing an actual photo shoot, and I found myself surprisingly engaged. The big sisterly cameraman gives directions to his assistant and arranges the lighting. They really are professionals. The staff is great at creating a relaxed atmosphere, doing everything they can to put Mayuri at ease. She was obviously tense at first, but she gradually started smiling more naturally. He says,
Great, now can you spin around?
and Mayuri obliges. Her skirt flutters around and her bare legs look dazzling. But she spun a little too fast. The cameraman laughs and says,
Mayuri-chan, if you move that fast, it'll come out blurry.
even if the fabric is thin, she's still moving around in her dress on a hot summer night, so she must be hot. The makeup artist goes to wipe off her sweat and touch her up. As I watched them, I started to feel as though this wasn't reality and that I was living in a dream. Like Mayuri was not Mayuri. Well, not necessarily in a bad way. It's more like, I don't know how to put it. It's like this theme park was cut off from the rest of the world in a land where magic could be real. What?
So cute. Sheena-san is so gorgeous. You were totally just staring at her, Okabe-kun. Slime man.
No way. I responded to Moeka out loud since she was standing right behind me. Oh, don't give me that look.
What look?
Moeka's face isn't particularly expressive, but I felt like her look was saying, "You sly dog, be honest with yourself."
Still trying to play dumb? Slime man.
It's not like that. I shouted that out loud, then covered my mouth in a fluster. The crew looked at me to see what's going on. I cringed out of sheepish. "I'm sorry, it's nothing." "Hey, Finger, you humiliated me."
Sorry.
"Do you want something from me? If not, why don't you go over there and help them?" I had just about enough of her nonsense anyway.
Yeah, I have a task for you, Okabe-kun.
As long as it's not an electrical, I think I'll be fine. What?
The director wants to talk to you.
When I turned to look, the director was beckoning me with a smile on her face. "What do you want with me?"
I want your help.
Okay, with what?
The shoot.
My aim's pretty terrible, are you sure? Whoa. An amateur like me can't offer any sort of photographic support to a professional photo shoot. Granted, there's a little of the miraculous mad scientist in Kiyoma can't do, but this simply is too much to ask.
Don't worry. We have professional photographers for that.
Then what is it that you want me to do?
That.
When I saw what Moeka was pointing at, I opened my eyes wide, started stammering, and staggered back. The astonishment triple combo. A wardrobe staffer is standing by the director and taking out a costume. If this were the reindeer costume Moeka had threatened me with earlier, I wouldn't have been this shocked. I could have put the matter to bed with a line like, "Do you really expect the in Kiyoma to wear this?" But no, what the staffer held in their hands was, surprisingly, a tuxedo. Hold on a second, I'm sorry. Wait, no, let me stop you right there, Shining Finger. I quickly rebuked Moeka. What does that costume have to do with me?
We want you to wear it.
Why? Called it.
To snap
Snap what?
photos.
Of what?
Sheena-san's lover.
Okay, so... Who?
You.
Pardon me? You shut your fug up. I looked in disbelief from Moeka to the director to the wardrobe staffer. Okay, time for a break. Male model needs his makeup done. The director proceeds as if I'd agreed to her crazy idea. This took Mayuri by surprise, and I heard her ask the director.
Is Okarin going to be in the photos too?
Yep, it'll be fun, right? You kidding me with your "it'll be fun, right"? I haven't even given you the go-ahead. What sort of madness is this?
This is... It's alright. Sorry to surprise you like that, but don't worry. It's just your back, Slime Man.
Just my back? Sensing my skepticism, the director approached me and started to explain. Why couldn't she have done that before they whipped out the tux? She tells me that the theme of these shots is a girl and her lover talking about love at an amusement park on Christmas Eve. I suppose I've seen ads with similar situations, but because Mayuri is the main character, they're only going to show my back and shoulders in these photos. In that case, let's have someone for your crew model instead of me. That was the plan, but when I saw Sheena-san, I knew what I wanted. And what was that? A smile on her face when she looks at you. Feels very contrived, doesn't it? Does anyone else feel it? No? No? Am I on candid camera right now? Mayuri is basically always smiling. You could even call her a natural smile generator. No matter who she's talking to, she'll always smile and give them a tootaroo. That is why everyone loves her. It's probably her strongest feature. +6. Even during a photo shoot, I was sure she could smile for anyone else. When I told the director that, she thought for a moment and responded, "Then why don't I ask her? She says that she wants you as her boyfriend in the photo shoot, then you'll say yes, right?" Well, I guess if she insists. She'd never say such an embarrassing thing. Director nodded once, walked up to Mayuri, who was looking at us nervously, and started talking to her. I shot Mayuri a meaningful glance. You understand, don't you, Mayuri? You won't make me do stupid thing like that, right? And that's it. What do you think?
Huh? Well...
Hey, what are you so indecisive about? I'm telling you, don't say anything weird. What suits a mad scientist the most is a white robe covered in the blood of enmity and the victims of his experiments. Certainly not a tuxedo like that. Mayuri said something unintelligible to the director and blushed. The director looks at me with a smile. Wait, Mayuri, what did you just tell her? What did you say?
Just give up. Come on, get changed. Everyone's waiting for you, Slime Man.
I read the message from Awake and looked up at the sky. And we'll have to see how this plays out next time.
Next time?
Next time.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.